Lewis, you're not one for statistics. You've told us that many times, but 100 is a magical milestone and you're clearly buzzing. Can you just tell us what this means to you?
Yeah, I think it's naturally when you just got out of the car, so it's difficult to kind of always assess in the moment, but wow, been racing a long time. 100 mark is something that I don't think anybody, and particularly me, never thought that I'd ever get to that number. But when I think about it, I just think about all the people that have helped me get there. It's not only the amazing team that I have here, but it's the incredible group of men and women back at the factory, at both factories, who just never cease to amaze me, who continue to raise the bar. There's so many people, we don't get to see each other all the time, but we're connected, and we talk naturally. There's these great debriefs that we have, but this journey that we've been on all these years has been it's been remarkable, and it's been so enjoyable. And so it's crazy that it is 100, and it felt like one of the first, and that's for me even more special because, as I said, there's just been so many qualifying sessions, so many near misses, so many mistakes, so many moments of growth, and I love how close it is between us all, and I think that's great for the fans, and I think that's exciting for me also. Also the people that are only just behind us.
And Lewis, how different are the emotions now after pole 100 compared to pole number 1, Montreal, back in 2007?
I would say very similar, really, really similar. I can't remember exactly the feeling in 2007. I think back then it was where I was pushing for equality in terms of fuel load alongside my teammate, and the first time they gave us the equal fuel load. I don't know if people know, but like 10 kilos of fuel here is worth over 3/10 of a second. So if you're carrying an extra lap or so of more fuel, which we were back then, that's a 1/10 and a half or so. So, that was special and kind of felt amazing there. He just reassured that I was able to do what I did back then, and here we are 100 qualifying sessions or whatever it is, 100 poles later, and still feel as young. So I'm good to keep going.
And Lewis, just a quick word on Q3 in particular. You had yellows in the final sector on your first run. Did that cost you, or had they stopped by the time you got there?
I don't remember seeing that.
No yellows. Maybe just Checo Perez had gone off at turn 13.
Yeah, there was a bunch of gravel on the track, and there was like a puff of smoke. So I came up at turn 13 and didn't know if, so I kind of lifted and I left a bit of time on the table. Max obviously did an amazing job in Q2, and there was no way we could do 7/10 quicker. And then naturally for them, they've picked up a lot of pace today with their change of wing. It's given them some nice speed on the straight, and so that's put them in a lot more contention with us. But that last lap was everything, because going into qualifying, I made a change to the car, and as soon as I did the first lap, I was like, that was not a good change. And it's crazy that after all these years, you're still trying to find those small improvements. And our cars are quite a bit different. And so I was just trying to see if I could just get maximum out of it, because that's all I got, and it was just about enough.
It's a question for Lewis, please. Congratulations, Lewis. We know, and Tom mentioned this earlier, you've not been big on statistics. With all the records that you've broken, tended to be played down. But I just wondered if 100 poles is a little bit different, because in other sports, obviously a century is something quite special, whether it's a cricketer scoring 100 runs or a Premier League footballer getting the 100 goal club. So does 100 poles feel a bit different to other records that you've achieved?
Well, firstly, thank you. I can't really. I don't really feel like I can compute it right now. Like, it's a huge number. Yeah, no, it's difficult to say, really. I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel, but as I said, I'm excited that it was so close, and it felt amazing to, qualifying so special when you come across that line and you find out you're just ahead, and you're thinking, okay, how am I going to squeeze out more? Will the other guys find a 10th or 2 or 3 in the next run, or none at all? And it's nerve-wracking, I'm sure, for the fans, and it's the same for you. It's such a big number that it's hard to express just how crazy it is and amazing it is. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say.
Thank you, Lewis. Next, please, Andrew. Andrew Benson from the BBC.
Thank you, Tom. Lewis, this is for you. You'll probably hate me for asking this because I know you'll say you probably can't remember or something, but 100th pole, was that a lap that was worthy of the achievement, if you like? It looked like hard work to get to that level. Max was so quick in Q2. If you think back to great qualifying laps in the past, like Canada 2007 or Singapore 2018 or Styria last year, was this one up there? Can you remember enough to say that?
I think it was a great lap, and I think, well, and it's the journey that sometimes you start qualifying and you're quick from the get-go and you've got the right balance, and then it's really just down to you doing the job. I didn't have the right balance, and I was behind. No matter what the changes I was making, still slightly behind, still not quite there, and so I was making these changes and hoping that by Q3, this is all I got. So make the best of it. And so I do feel like it was a very, very clean and precise lap, and I guess that's why I managed to just be ahead of Max. But yeah, so I'm proud of it. That's for sure.